Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Activated Journeys. I'm Tia Nicole, and today our special guest, we have Lazar Favors with the premium whiskey Uncle Nearest. So, how are you doing today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing good. So, tell me.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome. So, tell me about the brand. Tell me all about the whiskey and how you got started.
Right into it?
Yes, dive right into it.
Uncle Nearest premium whiskey is it's the whiskey developed through Uncle Nearest distilleries, created by the man who taught Jack Daniels how to distill whiskey.
Jack Daniels,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a true story. You know, it's been around. I think we have an anniversary this month. This is July 2020. We have an anniversary, our 3rd year anniversary in business. I think we've all over all 50 states, 8 countries, and right now we're the fastest growing independent whiskey company in American history.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Okay, so what exactly is your title? Like, how did you get involved with the company?
I can start off how I got involved, which is a long, short story. 2017, I run a film festival, me and my wife, and it came to my attention by one of my brothers, and I just reached out. And when I reached out, they hadn't been in Michigan yet. They weren't even in Michigan yet. And I just said, wouldn't it be great to debut Uncle Nearest Premium Whiskey at Detroit's Trinity International Film Festival? And she said, absolutely.
Wow, so, good for you.
Yeah, so it was one of those things where, and before I reached out, I did my research about it, and it made sense what the brand represented and you know, how it came to be, and the story and the history behind it was very important to me. And then being black owned was like, it just capped it off. But so they end up sponsoring the festival. Okay. End up sponsoring like every event I had following that time. And finally it came up like, well, how can we strengthen our relationship? And I was like, well, let's talk about it. So
exactly.
We talked about it. We came to an agreement, and I've been rolling ever since. I'm the liaison for Michigan, for all of Michigan. Okay. So it's so I secure the account, off-premise and premise. Off-premise is liquor stores and stores, and premise is restaurants and bars, etc. Okay. So I secured over in a year's time. I think I secured 600 plus accounts.
Wow, that's very huge. So,
yeah,
so you have a big job. I see.
It's a lot of work, and a lot of whiskey. But you know, the story is not just about whiskey. It's more so about honoring this individual, honoring this gentleman. I don't say slaves. I always say gentleman. Okay. Who is truly and absolute the godfather of Tennessee whiskey. That process that that those distilleries in Tennessee use come from Uncle Nearest. Okay. Uncle Nearest Nathan Green. Uncle Nathan Nearest Green.
Okay, well, make sure you say that name right. Put some respect on the name. I see. Right. So the distillery, it's in Tennessee.
Shelbyville, Tennessee.
So I was doing some research and I seen that.
Trying to go. Are you ready to go?
Yes, I'm ready to go. I seen that they have a distillery tour. Yes. So can you tell me a little bit about it? Have you been?
I haven't been yet. And when we had planned to go in June, me, several of my accounts who are prime accounts, I'll call them, were planning to go to the Founders tour. Due to the pandemic, deciding this one to show up at this time, we have not been. And I think the distillery has closed temporarily. But let me back that up. We haven't closed because and I'll get back to this, we've started donating items and things to hospitals and stores. So I'll come back to that.
Okay.
So we're not closed. But as far as the tour goes, we're not doing any touring right now. This will be our second year. Oh, I'm sorry. This will be our first year. September 5th will be our first anniversary at the Nathan Nearest Green Distillery in Shepherdsville.
That's great.
It opened, September 5th last year. Yeah, and I haven't been.
Okay, because I definitely like to go. Let me know when you
definitely want to go.
Get your group together. I'm ready.
So it'll be. We had 2 groups that we were taking. Had the founders tour, like I said, which are with our basically our client base, and then there was a public tour. So I had 2 tours scheduled for June. So we'll get back to that. I'll keep you updated on when that happens.
Yes, definitely keep me updated. So what are some of the popular drinks that people like to drink with this premium whiskey here?
Oh my goodness, so many drinks. I'm glad you asked me, and I wish you didn't. We got a Tennessee Buck that I like. That's made with, don't nobody kill me because I can't remember. But it's the Tennessee Buck. I know it's made with honey, ginger beer, and ginger liqueur. I believe, right. And we have this other one called that's premiering at Yum Village, and Yum Village is one of our on-premise accounts, and he has one called the what is that called? The Stranger in the Village.
Stranger in the Village. Ooh, that's an interesting name.
Hibiscus tea, ginger tea, fresh berries, and
that sounds like that's right up my alley.
1884. Yeah. The Block has one called the Summer '84. Which is with this mango fruit punch. Oh, it's excellent.
I love mango.
A little bit of lemon, and 84. Uncle Nearest 1884.
Okay.
So yeah. What else is a good one for me? Oh my goodness. Oh, we had a whiskey smash over at Granite City. Yeah, Granite City. I think you had that, right?
I've never tried it. That might have been somebody else.
That might have been somebody else, right?
That's going to be my next
We got to try that, though. We got to try that.
When are we going to get ready to try this whiskey?
Today we're going to try 84 lemonade.
Okay.
Yeah, so, but I think those are my top 3.
Okay.
Oh, of course, they have a green tea. It's great with the 1856.
Okay.
And that's over at Cutter's Lounge, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can we try some of this? You gonna pour us up a drink?
Sure. We're gonna add the lemon, and we're gonna do the whiskey first. Get your glasses. I'm gonna set this over here so they can see what we're doing. So I'm just going off the cuff. Usually have a measure. I don't. Why? I know you gotta do this show, so I don't want to give you too much.
I know.
We'll be talking all night.
On the job.
Right, we'll be talking
on different type of job.
So this lemonade, fresh squeezed lemonade.
So this is my first time trying the Uncle Nearest Premium Whiskey.
1884. This is our small batch.
1884. Let's see. Ooh. Strong. This is definitely a man's drink here. I think I might try one of the mixture drinks that you
with the ice and
listed with all the berries and the mango and all of that.
So yeah, we have 3 different products. We have the 1884, a small batch. We have the 1856, which is 100. I'm sorry, the small batch is 93 proof.
Okay, because I was just getting ready to ask what's the difference, because people may not.
1856 is 100 proof.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's 100 proof. That's my favorite. That's my go-to.
And what proof is this one?
93.
90. Oh, yeah, this is pretty strong. It's up there.
It's for the beginner. This is the beginner, right? And then we have an 1820. The 1820 is I would be specific. We had an 1820 barrel come to Michigan for a store called Park Place in Southfield. And Duel's Restaurant. There's the only 2 venues that received the 1820. It was 102 bottles total sold in one day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was 119.5 proof.
That should be a world record.
119.5 proof. That much. That's it. I took a little, that's it. That's all I can do. and that's once a year for me anyway.
Okay.
Everybody else it might be, I don't know.
We won't get into that.
But that was that barrel, that single barrel was again, it was, and I have to say this because it was available to Park Place because of all the numbers, that area, and the people in that area are very supportive. Same thing with duels. Those people that go to duels, and shout out to Will Smith, not that Will Smith. This is Will Smith Detroit. Okay. Will Smith, that's my guy.
I'm glad you clarified that, because people would have thought the actor.
Right, so not the actor.
Will Smith of Detroit.
Right. The businessman Will Smith of Detroit. He's been very supportive since day one. In fact, he was the first restaurant to have Uncle Nearest Premium Whiskey.
Wow.
Yeah. So salute to that.
Salute. So, the number one question, where can people buy this whiskey? I know you listed a few places earlier, speeding off.
I'll give you one from each side of town.
Okay, yes.
On the west side.
The west side of Detroit.
If you're from Detroit, you know what the west side is.
if not, look it up.
I'll hit Livernois. So on Livernois, we got Trade Winds.
Okay.
Right. In downtown, we have City Market.
Okay.
Right. East side, Jefferson, we have Harbor Town.
Okay.
Republic, which is in Highland Park.
Okay.
Shout out to them guys. Them guys are major supporters too. And of course, in Southfield, we have Park Place.
Okay.
So I hope I hit all the corners for you.
Okay, I think that's enough places for people to roll to go pick up some nice bottle of whiskey.
And if you're looking for it somewhere near you, you can always go to unclenearest.com and punch in your zip code, and it'll pull up the closest store near you.
Okay. So you mentioned your liquor. I can't even talk. The liquor samplings that you conduct.
Yes.
How can people? Well, first I'm going to explain to people the process of a liquor sampling and what that all entails of.
I'll give it to you short. You have to have an account with us, obviously.
Okay.
I come in, and the purpose for it is to make sure that account sells the whiskey that it buys.
Okay.
Our job is to make sure whatever you have doesn't stay on the shelf. So I'll come in, I'll set up a table, a nice little table, maybe have some gifts for you, and you'll sample our 1884 and our 1856, and you'll hear the story of Uncle Nearest.
Okay.
I usually give that out also. Now I can give that out on a card, a scan card. You can look up the short film, which explains it way better than I do, because Jeffrey Wrights is doing that thing, right? So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. We do it in stores and restaurants. Restaurants may be a little different because we may create a cocktail for that night, and they'll sample out the cocktail, and again, with the intention for you to buy the full size cocktail.
Okay.
It's been very successful. I'll say 95% of the places we do those tastings, stores literally sell out most 85% of what they have by doing those tastings. So it's very effective.
Okay.
Restaurants, that becomes an all-night thing, becomes part of their menu, and people start asking for it. So it's work.
Okay. So how do people get in contact with you if they want to set up a sampling for their place of business?
Well, you can reach me at Instagram, Lazar Uncle Nearest. Detroit's Favorite Uncle at gmail.com, and my number's everywhere. So any of those things, and we have Detroit's Favorite Uncle on Facebook. So any of those things will lead you right to me. And I'm always in a store, in a
so you're always around.
Restaurant. I'm always around.
Okay.
Always around. Always around with this whiskey. Every day. That's crazy, but it's true.
Okay.
So, can I say one more thing?
Sure.
We have these kits that we offer to restaurants during this pandemic. A lot of restaurants have lost a lot of their income due to people not being able to come, right? And a lot of restaurants and bars depend on liquor sales, right?
Right.
So what we've done, we've created a to-go cocktail to-go box that comes with the your mason jars, right? your pouches.
So what's it in each package?
Each would be different. Like this would probably be your garnishing, like maybe your lemon, your limes you want to put in there. This may be your mixed juice you might want to put in there, whatever those things you want to put in with there.
Okay, whatever drink you order.
Obviously, we know what goes in there. Right?
And the liquor goes in there.
And all of it comes in this cool little box.
Oh, that's cute.
Right? Cool little box.
So how much liquor do you get?
Oh, right.
So you do get like the whole thing, or
no? That's 8 ounces. That's like no. That is.
I had to ask. Right? Some people may be like, oh, how much?
I guess
do
that
you get?
sometimes it just really depends on whatever it is that restaurant is offering. Like every restaurant may offer something different. Specifically, Yum Village can literally sell you the bottle with the kit.
Okay.
It has that type of license. So it's based on your license at your restaurant. In fact, I think the governor had just really approved those kit to-go sales up until the year 2025 for restaurants, which is a big deal, especially right now. So it allows them to, if I prepare a meal, if I go to Duels and I get that shrimp Alfredo, I can, you know what I mean?
You can take you some liquor home. Yeah, it didn't used to always be like that. You have to finish your liquor at the restaurant before you leave.
And I'm suggesting do not open your liquor until you get home. Okay?
Don't drinking and driving.
That don't mean to go in the car. That means to go at home. Not in the car or crack.
Please enforce that positivity.
Please.
We're not encourering any negativity or any drinking and driving at all.
Not at all. Somebody asked me, I'm like, why would you do that? You know, like, you know,
people
not
looking
to
for a pass.
Yes. No. So, but yeah, it's been a great experience. I love it. I enjoy it. Our CEO, Fawn Weaver, has been doing some great things. We literally partner with, it's going to sound funny, but true, Jack Daniels.
Really?
For an initiative that we're putting together. I don't really have all the whole specs of it right now, but it's a great thing. It's a partnership that helps wash out the white, I should say. You know, but it's a great thing, and I think we announced that earlier this month. What else we got?
Congratulations! Yes, I want to say congratulations.
It's a huge deal. It's a huge deal. I think. Back to what I was saying about the donations and things like that. We've donated over 500,000 face masks, N95. Was it N95 masks? Not the K, the N95 to all the hospitals. Specifically here in Detroit, we donated probably 15,000 masks, I believe it is.
That's huge.
To Detroit area specific, like
because we were really low on those supplies.
Yes, absolutely. Like what is that? Henry Ford, Sinai, receiving the Veterans Hospital, the Rehabilitation Hospital. Like those hospitals were in severe need.
Yes.
Right? We also donated face masks to predominantly African American community stores, like that have an account with us. We were over hundreds in each store, probably 28 stores total.
Yeah, because they're considered essential workers too, and
absolutely.
they come in contact with different people.
Yeah, so we donated the masks to the stores and for their customers.
Oh, that's a good thing. A lot of places aren't doing that. They're requiring you to come in the store, but they're not offering you a mask to put on.
Right.
So that's a big deal.
I haven't had the problem with nobody saying, I'm not putting that mask on. I haven't had that problem. I've seen those problems, though. I'm like, what in the world? But hey, people have their own thing.
Yes, I agree. Well, that is all the time we have for today. I appreciate you coming on and being a guest. So for you guys who's tuning in, so please tune in next week. We'll have another special guest. I won't tell you who it is. You have to tune in to see. So that is all for today for Activative Journeys. I'm your host, Tia Nicole, and you guys have a good evening.